table returning with what if Deku was the 10th Vongola Mafia boss. Today I'm hoping to cover the hero versus villain training and potentially part of the USJ attack, depending on how far we get. So it's the next day of school. They're all in class just waiting for Aizawa to show up. However, instead of Aizawa, the door slams open and in a boisterous voice you hear, "I have come through the door like normal." Ow. Okay, not gonna yell for his voice again. No time for delay. Today's class will be battle training, and for that, you will be needing these. All Might clicks a button and out from the wall pops all these cases holding their costumes. All their costumes are relatively the same, all except for Deku, that is. Instead of the costume that his mother made for him, he instead gets this almost business-like black suit with a pair of mittens. All Might just says to Deku, "I don't know what the mittens are for, but on your list of needed materials, it was there as support items. So, I'll be interested to see what they can do." All the teams will be the same, so it's Ida and Bakugo as villains versus Uraraka and Deku as heroes. Well, some people are like, what the heck is up with the suit? Why is it a suit? That's no hero costume. Uraraka just says, "I like it. Whenever you're fighting, you tend to have this more serious look on your face. So a suit really does suit it. However, those mittens really do throw it off." Deku's just like, "Yeah, I think this is some kind of joke from my tutor. I'm sorry about this. I don't think I'll use these. I'll just keep them in my pocket or something." But as Deku's putting away the mittens, a note falls out from the left one. And when he reads it, it says, "These will help regulate your flames when you have them coated on your hands. Use them. You'll understand when you need it. Reborn." So as the rest of the class gets prepared in the observation room, the villains set up the bomb, and Deku and Uraraka come up with a plan. Deku knows that Kacchan's going to be coming after him after all the stuff that had happened before with Jiro. So he makes the plan to have Uraraka go on ahead and avoid Bakugo at all costs, while Deku will bring Bakugo to a large open area where he can best use his hovering ability and keep him distracted while Uraraka gets to the bomb. And with that, the training begins. Bakugo's a little more cautious in his approach towards Deku, but he's still blasting forward. And Uraraka's barely able to get past him without him noticing. Deku's just waiting on the bottom floor in a similar room to where Ida is, but on the first floor. He decides to take Reborn's advice and put on the mittens, and as that happens, Bakugo bursts through the room and Deku activates his flame. He's getting faster at it, so he doesn't need as much preparation as before. And as he activates his flames, the mittens change. They become these not gauntlets, but kind of. They're these black gloves with metal fingers and a metal wristband that connects them right under the wrist. Bakugo comes rushing in, screaming, "I don't care what kind of new toy you have. It's not gonna be enough to beat me." Throwing a wide right hook at Deku, which Deku easily dodges and is able to flip Bakugo right over his shoulder. This goes on for a while, Bakugo trying to hit Deku while Deku dodges, does some throws, or quickly elbows him in the side. There's no real fight going on, he's just distracting him, keeping him occupied, wearing him out, making him tired. Eventually, Bakugo's had enough of it and starts throwing explosions. And at this point, Deku's starting to use his gloves to boost his speed to actually, instead of hovering, almost like a dashing glide almost. He can't really get it down quite yet because he's just using these, but he'll be able to fly with them, that's for sure. Eventually, Bakugo decides enough is enough and prepares his biggest explosion and pulls the pen, basically destroying this whole arena that's been made on the first floor. All Might comes in over the radio saying, "Young Bakugo, I don't know what you're thinking. If that attack had hit young Midoriya there, he would have died. Pull a stunt like that again and I will be disqualifying your team." And as Bakugo is distracted, Deku uses the full force of his dashing glide to grab onto Bakugo's gauntlets and just crush them into the wall, pinning him in. Kachan, you have to realize now, they're all people better than you. Just because you've been praised your whole life for having a great quirk doesn't mean you're the best. Just means you have something others don't. While there are many people here who have great quirks. Look at Ida. He comes from a family of heroes. His quirk is amazing. His speed is next to none. Look at Todoroki. His ice control is simply outstanding. There will be people better than you. You have to let go of that pride of yours. If you don't, you will never be able to defeat All Might. Just look at Endeavor. He's always been trying to beat All Might. Look how prideful he is. He's been stuck at the number 2 hero for a long time. If he just wasn't so prideful, he'd probably be able to match All Might. So rather than looking down on people, thinking you're superior, act like a true hero. As Deku is saying this, Uraka's reached the top floor and has been able to get past Ida after the building shook from Bakugo's explosion and has gotten to the bomb. And with that, Hero Team has won! Don't worry guys, Bakugo's still gonna be Bakugo, but his change from playground bully to rival to almost a begrudging friend of Deku's is going to be happening a lot sooner than in the anime. With that being said, all the other mock battles go the same they go in the anime and the manga. After school that day, Bakugo stops Deku to basically say, "Just because you were able to hold me down long enough for your teammate to win doesn't mean you can beat me in an actual battle. But thanks," and leaves before Deku can get any word in. As Deku starts to head back home, he's actually stopped by Jiro, who just says to Deku, "You did very good in that mock battle today, Izuku. You also, how should I put this? Looked very good in a suit. Deku's just kind of taken aback by this. This is the first time any girl other than his mother has actually complimented him on his looks. And he's just like, yeah, you did very well as well, Joe-san. Your costume looked quite amazing as well. This is our first time talking in a while. I'm sorry I haven't kept up. It's just been so busy getting into UA and all that, you know? Joe just chuckles. Yeah, it's been kind of hectic the past few days, but I'm free today. If you, maybe, I don't know, want to go grab a bite to eat? Deku is just dumbstruck by this. Did Joe just ask him out? But he's barely able to stammer out yes, I would. So they go out to eat, kind of on their pseudo first date type deal. I'm sorry that I'm not gonna actually put that date in. I'm really not great with romance scenes, so you can just figure out what happens. They just talk, have fun, laugh a little. Deku congratulates her on actually able to win against Momo. Yeah, I'm going to say Joe's team won. Momo's team had Mineta, for Pete's sake. I'm sorry, but I doubt he'd be very much help. And with Jiro being able to pinpoint their exact location, she could easily just send in Kaminari to zap them both so they could get the win. So as all this is happening, let's move to a different part of town for the moment. Down by the docks, in an old abandoned warehouse, we see 3 people there. One wearing a cap with glasses, one with spiky hair, and one holding a trident of sorts. The spiky haired guy is just like, I can't believe they actually trust us. They think we're going to help them with their little plan. We're just there looking for him, aren't we? As he talks to the man with the trident. Of course we are. His body will allow me to complete our plans a lot quicker, he said, chuckling as he opened his eyes, revealing one blue eye and one red eye with the kanji for 6 on it. Well, I hope you liked that cliffhanger ending there. What's going to happen next time at the USJ arc? Who are these people? Who are they talking about? Who are they looking for? Make sure to stay tuned for part 5. Thank you very much for continuing to watch my videos. Please leave any feedback you want. And Anime Able out.